Microsoft's official update page says, quote, "Not currently aware of any issues," end quote. Meanwhile, thousands of gamers across Reddit, Windows forums, and mainstream tech outlets are reporting the exact same thing. A rhythmic stutter every 1 to 2 seconds that wasn't there before the latest patch Tuesday. Not random frame drops, not low FPS. A pattern, like a heartbeat of lag nuking your game session. And this update probably already installed on your PC, whether you wanted it or not. So right now, while you're watching this, KB507 is sitting on your system, and Microsoft is pretending nothing is wrong. I dug through the community evidence, found the real issue that proves exactly what changed and why your frames are getting griefed. And I have 4 fixes ranked from safest to nuclear, because unlike Microsoft, I actually acknowledge when something is broken. Here's what Microsoft says about this update. Their official changelog highlights fixing Nvidia black screen crashes, blue screens, Explorer freezing, real problems from January's disaster, and then one line buried at the bottom, quote, "Fixed, device eligibility for the full screen gaming experience," end of quote. That's it. That's the entire entry for the code path that handles how Windows delivers frames to your games. One line. No technical detail, no explanation of what changed. Now let me show you what the community says that one line actually did to your PC. Reddit is already filling up with reports of the same rhythmic stutter after KB5077181 on Windows 11 24H2 and 25H2 across both Nvidia and AMD GPUs and on both laptops and desktops. It's still early stage, but the pattern people describe is identical. Different games, different hardware setups, same rhythmic stutter, FPS counter reads 144, game looks smooth. Then sometimes your frames get interrupted like clockwork. Notebook Check published a full article titled, quote, "Reddit erupts over KB507, end quote. Windows Central documented system issues and installation errors. But sure, Microsoft, not currently aware of any issues. Sounds fucking right. Let me compress what happened in January because it sets up why this update exists and why you can't just ignore it. Microsoft shipped a security update that triggered Nvidia black screens, massive FPS drops, visual artifacts, Explorer crashes, total dumpster fire. Nvidia themselves told users to uninstall Windows updates, a GPU company doing Microsoft's damage control for them. Emergency patches came within days, but the 10-day uninstall window trapped everyone who didn't act immediately. A lot of people stuck with a broken system waiting for February to ride to the rescue. February's update fixed the black screens, yes, but broke something new. And here's where you need to pay attention because this next part determines whether you can do anything about it at all. Here's the catch that has the entire gaming community cooked right now. KB update patches 58 security vulnerabilities, including multiple actively exploited 0 days. Real attacks hitting real systems right now in the wild, so you cannot just rip it out without leaving your PC genuinely exposed to hackers. And you're probably past the 10-day uninstall window already, which means that option might be completely gone for you. Windows 11 force installs security patches. You are stuck with this update. It's already on your system. Microsoft knows it's breaking games. Their page says nothing is wrong, and you need a fix today, not in 3 weeks when they eventually acknowledge it. Here's exactly how to fix it right now. Fix 1. Recommended. 10 seconds per game. Right-click your game's exe file. Go to Properties. Hit the Compatibility tab. Check the box that says Disable Full Screen Optimizations. Click Apply. Relaunch the game. Done. Stutter stopped. Yes, you have to repeat this for every individual game that stutters, because Microsoft made a system-wide change that requires you to manually opt out per game. Absolutely fantastic design from a trillion-dollar company. Side effect worth knowing up front. The Windows volume overlay may stop appearing over your game after this. That's expected and proves the FSO fix worked. It's not a sign something went wrong. Fix 2. Overlays. Nvidia app, go to Settings, then Features, then Overlay, and turn off game filters and photo mode. Xbox Game Bar, go to Windows Settings, then Gaming, then Game Bar, and toggle it completely off. Discord Overlay, disable it in Discord settings. All of these hook into the same broken FSO and compositor code path. Removing them reduces the interference load on the frame delivery handoff. Do Fix 1 and Fix 2 together for best results. Fix 3, Nuclear, Settings, Windows Update, Update History, Uninstall Updates. Find KB5077181 and remove it. Pause Windows Updates immediately after so it doesn't reinstall automatically. Warning, this removes 58 security patches, including actively exploited 0 days. Your PC becomes genuinely more vulnerable to real attacks if you do this. Only go nuclear if Fix 1 and 2 completely fail, and the stutter is literally unplayable. And check your installation date first, because if it's been more than 10 days, this option is already grayed out and gone. Fix 4. Wait. Based on January's pattern where emergency patches arrived within days, Microsoft will push a hotfix within a few weeks, except they haven't acknowledged the problem yet, so their internal clock hasn't even started. Fix 1 is your best move right now, and it works for the overwhelming majority of reports. So what did Microsoft actually change, and why is it breaking frames specifically? Because that one-line changelog tells you absolutely nothing. Let me walk you through what I and the community figured out. A user on r/Windows help running Windows 11 Pro 25H2 caught something nobody else noticed. They had never disabled full-screen optimizations on their system before this update, and they could prove it because the Windows volume overlay that appears when you change volume mid-game only shows up when full-screen optimizations is enabled, and it was always there, always working, confirmed. After installing KB507, his game game started stuttering in that rhythmic pattern. He disabled full-screen optimizations as a troubleshooting step, and the stutter stopped. But the volume overlay also disappeared. That's the real proof. That's your accidental controlled before and after experiment. FSO was enabled before. FSO behavior changed after the update, and the volume overlay disappearing proved causation, not just correlation. Microsoft's changelog said they fixed device eligibility for the full-screen gaming experience. What they actually did was rewrite how full-screen optimizations delivers frames, and broke the handoff between Windows and your games. Full-screen optimizations is the system that lets Windows stay in partial control of full-screen applications, instead of games taking complete exclusive ownership of your display. Normally, this works fine, and adds useful stuff like fast Alt-Tab and overlay support. But Microsoft's code change made the Windows compositor interfere with frame delivery at regular intervals. Same energy as your internet provider throttling your download speed every 2 seconds on a timer instead of just letting data flow. Your GPU renders frames perfectly. Your FPS counter looks healthy, but Windows is creating a bottleneck in the handoff on a metronome, and that is the hitch you feel every 1 to 2 seconds. Connect the dots. Official changelog says fixed full-screen gaming experience. Community discovers FSO behavior fundamentally changed. Volume overlay test proves the change. Hundreds of identical reports across every GPU brand and game engine confirming the pattern. Microsoft broke the full-screen code path while claiming to fix it, and their official page still says not currently aware of any issues as of right now while you're watching this video, with days of mainstream coverage, Reddit threads, and forum posts existing publicly. Notebook Check covering it, Windows Central covering it, multiple forum compilation threads with rollback guides written by the community themselves, and Microsoft's KB page says nothing is wrong. They fixed January by creating February, and they won't admit it. This is the 3rd month in a row of Microsoft shipping gaming-breaking updates while their official communications lag weeks behind what the community already figured out. At some point, that's not bad luck. That's a broken QA process that gamers pay for with their performance every single patch Tuesday. January, Microsoft breaks gaming. Emergency patches, Nvidia tells users to uninstall Windows updates. February, Microsoft ships the fix, fixes the black screens, breaks frame delivery, says no known issues while the internet burns. 3rd month in a row, a company with Microsoft's engineering resources and security budget shipping back-to-back gaming regressions, while community members on Reddit figure out the root cause before the company's official acknowledgement, is not a streak of bad luck. It's negligence dressed up as patch notes. Drop your Windows build number in the comments right now, 26100 or 26200, and tell me if Fix 1 solved your stutter. I want to map which builds are hit hardest and whether certain hardware combinations are worse than others. Subscribe and like so the next time Microsoft ships a gaming disaster, you and other gamers get the fix before they admit there's a problem. Every Patch Tuesday, I go through what changed and what it actually does to your frames. Hit that button before the next update drops and takes your competitive performance with it.